Hello everyone, welcome back to IT industry tutorials. So again guys, you if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, then please subscribe and click on the bell icon and like the video and share as much as you can. So let's start guys. So earlier we have gone through a few videos where I have described about the configuration of TestNG, advantages of TestNG, why we want to use TestNG, and in the last video as well we discussed about the TestNG XML file. Okay, so we are now bit of aware about that what is TestNG and how we can use the TestNG XML to include the classes and run the test cases on the basis of that. Now our next topic is guys TestNG annotation, and that is a super important topic. Okay, so TestNG annotations and its usage. So that this is the most important topic as an interview perspective or as an TestNG perspective. Okay, so I have created this as well to make it much more understandable to you guys. Okay, so basically what is first of all TestNG annotations? So TestNG annotations, we are using them to control the methods. Okay, so basically we are using TestNG annotations to use the methods. Which methods? The test cases. The method here we are talking about are the test cases that we are creating. Okay, to control those test cases to be executed in the test script. Okay, in that test script we want how to execute over test cases. We can control them with the help of annotations. So like I am talking about a scenario. Okay, let me just open this. Let me open any side over here. Let me open, okay, TestNG website only. Okay, so our test cases, like we have to open this testng.org. After opening this, we have to validate this title. Okay, so what is our precondition? Our test case is of validating this testng. Okay, this testng welcome should be there. Okay, but what is our precondition here? It is that we have to open this page, we have to open this URL. Okay, so this is our precondition. So this means that this step have to be performed before validating this. Okay, so we have to verify. If we want to verify this title, before that we have to click on this, we have to open this URL. Okay, so for that we can achieve these kind of multiple scenarios, like login scenario. So suppose in a Gmail we want to log in, so we have to go to that URL. After that we have to enter email, password, and then click on submit button. And after clicking on the submit button, where we will move to the next page, we have to verify that page as well. Okay, so these are number of steps that we have to perform to achieve a particular test case. Okay, and to achieve that test case there are number of steps. We can control all those small test cases or all those small methods with the help of TestNG annotations. Okay, so we have a number of type of annotations here in our TestNG framework that we are going to use to manipulate our test cases so that we can achieve whatever we require. Okay, so here in TestNG we have different type of annotations. So the most popular one are these that I have mentioned over here: before suit, after suit, before test, after test, before groups, after groups, before class, after class, before method, after method, and of course the test. Okay, the test is what that we have used earlier as well in our test cases, if you have remembered this. Okay, this is the test one that we have used earlier. So basically the at the rate test annotation is that we are using, it is to writing the test case. Okay, so before that, if we want to perform few scenarios before the performing this step, we have to write it in a before suit, before test, before group, or before class, or before method. annotation under, okay. But if we want to perform something after that, like suppose I have clicked on the button, I have validated the scenario as well, okay. I have validated this. Now what? Now I want to tear down this, okay. I want to close this, okay. I want to just close the complete browser here. So what where we are going to perform that? We are going to perform this in an after suit, or after test, or after group, or after class, or after method, okay, as per our requirement. So in this video I am going to I am going to describe about bit of the priority, about which we are going to we can execute the before suit, or after suit, or before test, or after test, whatever these annotations are. And after that, in my upcoming videos, I will show you that practically as well, okay. So just stay tuned, guys. Okay, so let's just start. So what is before suit? As I have written here as well, before suit is an annotation that will be run before all the tests in this suit have run, okay. So let me arrange this in an order as well, so that you guys will be able to know about that. Before suit is the first method that will going to run if we have mentioned that, okay. The priority of this method is much more higher in the comparison of any other method, okay, for the before suit. After that we have a method before run, okay. So if I will write as a priority wise here, so it is having a priority 1. Before test is a priority 2, okay. So now what is before test? So it is an annotation method that will be run before any test method belonging to the class inside the test, okay. So basically if we are using before suit as well as we are using before test as well, so what it will going to do, it will going to first run the before suit method, and after that it will execute the before test method, okay. Similarly before groups, so before groups we are using, yeah, here it is. So here we can provide a list of groups. I will, okay. So this is having a priority 3. Let me write it here, okay. So this list of groups that this configuration method will run before, okay. So there are group of methods, so I will cover this before group method going further when I will describe the group first, okay. But as of now, just to make you guys understand, okay, I will cover more about this before groups when I will go further. But as of now, you guys have to know that before group is something, we will create some groups, and before group is something we have to run before executing that group, okay. Moving further, we have here before class, okay. It is again a very important one. Before class is an annotation method that will run before the first test method, okay, in the current class to be invoked, okay. And before that we will run the before class annotation. So let me prioritize it. It is having a priority 4. So guys, if it is currently a bit confusing for you, then please stay tuned, because I will show you in a practical way as well, after declaring all these annotations, that how it is working, in which order they are working, okay. So as of now, to describe this, it is a bit of trickier part, but that is why it is much more important. And in interviews they always ask about the priorities in which the annotations are going to perform, okay. So after before class we use before method, okay. So before method we are using to run before each and every test case, okay. So here we have a before method, so it is having a priority 5. After that before method we create our tests under, after using @test annotations, okay. And that is why it is having a priority as a 6, okay. Now we are done with all the before annotations. Here you can see that. Okay, first of all we are done with before suit, after that before test, before groups, before class, before method, and after that test. So that after running the tests, after performing the execution and achieving what we want to achieve, the after annotation start performing. What in after annotation? Now what are the priorities? So like after the test we'll perform after method, then after class, then after group, then after test, and after suit. Okay, in this order now it will work. I will show you guys, and I will write it here as well, and I will share all these in my description as well, guys. So just go through the description, so you will be able to prepare for that, for the interview purposes as well. Okay, so before method will run after each and every method. After running each and every method means, if we are running here 5 test cases, after each test case, after the first test case it will run this method, after the second one it will run similar it was with the before method. So before running this method it will run the before method, before running this one it will run again before method. So like this wise. Okay, after before method we will run the after class. Okay, yes, here it is. So after running before method, after the before method, so it is having a priority 7. Now priority 8 is of before class. So before running any method, all the methods in a single class we will run before class. And similar with the after class, after running all the methods we will run the after class. So suppose we have two methods here. After running all these two methods I will run before after class, before moving further to the next class. Okay, after that we have after group. Okay, it is after running the groups. So uh, let me paste. Yes, so it is having a priority 9. Okay, after that we have after test and after suit. After test and after suit. So priority. So after suit is having a least priority, which means that it will run at the end of execution of all the tests at our end. Okay guys, you can check this in the description as well. I have provided this in the description. Okay, so this is the priority with the help of which it will run before suit, after suit, before test, before group, before class. And this is very much important if I am talking about the interviews. In interviews they will clearly ask that what will run first, provide me all the details, provide me the order. So in that case you just have to provide this order, like it you have to mention them that on first it will run before suit, then before test, then before group, before class, before method, after that test, after method, after class, after group, after test, and after suit. And after you will provide all the detail, the interviewer will get to know that yes, you know about the concept, you know about the annotation and how they are working. Okay, now I will show all of these, that how they are practically working. Okay, in a practical way I will show you guys. Let me just create a new class here. Okay, uh, let me just create a new package, and inside that I will create a new class. Okay, TestNG Annotations. Okay, under this let me just close this. Okay, right click new class. Okay, let me just create a class, annotations ready. Okay, so now here as we have seen, we will create first of all a basic test method. Okay. Mm, Method x. Okay. I mean, I'm doing nothing, I'm just printing out here. This is a test method using @test annotation. Okay, let's just import this. Okay, now now so if I do not have any before methods, before annotations, or any and after annotations, in that case I can execute it directly. Okay, if I will execute this, what it will going to do, it will going to show me the result of this only. Like, this is a test method using test annotation. Now if I will create some before suit here and provide here uh, method y, so in this I will provide anything, like I will provide this is a before suit test annotation method using before suit annotations. Okay, now what if I will run this, what it will going to do? As we can see that it is having the highest priority before suit. What it will going to do, it will just perform this first, this suit, this method first, and after that it will perform this test. Okay, let me show this to you guys. Run as TestNG. Okay, here you can see it is showing that only one test pass. Okay, why? Because it will consider that test 1 having with the test annotation only. So before suit and after suit annotations, or before annotations, after annotations, are only related with the are only related to perform operations earlier or after the test. So here you can see that this is a before suit test annotation method using before suit annotation. This is a test method, and after I will perform. So this is our main test method, and this is a before suit annotation. So any before or after annotation that we are performing uh, within a method, it means that these are those method which will provide some functionality, will provide some data, or will open a browser, will open a page, the URL, or will tear down the browser, or perform after operations after performing all the test cases. Okay, so whatever we are writing here with the help of test and test annotation, these are our test cases. Okay guys. Okay, moving further, next we have is after suit. So let me create an after suit for you, and let me write a method for that. Okay, we need to import this after suit annotation here. Okay, and annotation method, let me just print it. This is after suit test annotation method. So now what will happen, it will perform before suit first, after that it will perform the test, and after that it will perform the after suit, as we have mentioned here in a priorities as well. So the before suit is having the highest priority, and after suit is having the least priority, which means that it will going to be get performed in the end. Okay, so let me just run it for you guys and show this to you. Run as TestNG. Okay, here it is. So what it does, it perform the before suit annotation first. Okay, after that it perform the method, okay, the test method. It pass that test method, and in the end, after that it perform the after suit annotation for us. Okay, so let me show you guys about the other annotations as well. So here we have multiple annotations. So as of now we have covered before suit and after suit. So we are going to cover now before test. So as we can see here, the before test is having a second most priority. So what will happen in that case, if we will declare a before suit method, and as well as before test method, and as well as before suit method in a same file. So what it will going to do, so it will first of all perform the before suit method. After that it will perform the before test method, as because it will perform it as priority wise. As we mentioned here, the priority of before suit is greater than priority of before test. So let me create a before test here. So it doesn't matter where we are going to declare it, before this or after this method. Okay, so if I will create before test method here, method, so it doesn't matter where we are going to declare these methods. So the TestNG will work according to the priority basis of that only. Okay, so let me just show this to you guys. This is a before test annotation method. Okay, so if now when we will run this, what it will going to do, it will first of all going to perform the before suit on a because it is having a highest priority. So the first method which will going to execute is before suit. Second one will going to be before test, second method. After that it will going to run the test cases you under this uh, at the test annotation. So it is having a third priority in this code, and in the end it will perform after suit. Okay, fourth method. So in this order we are expecting it to run, because as we can say that it will run in it will first of all run before suit, then before test, then test, and after that after suit. So let's just run it and check. Fine. So here you can see, so first of all it ran before suit, after that it ran before test, after that test method, and after that after suit test annotations. So what I am going to do now, I will write each and every method just in this file only, and after that we will check how it will going to perform those methods. Okay, so we are not going to use before group here, as I mentioned earlier as well. I will cover this section when I will provide the complete details about the group. Okay, so before that we have a before class method. Okay, so I am going to write the other methods. Okay, so guys, it is very much easy. It's just the logic which you need to understand, and after that it is just a cakewalk. Okay, this is a before class, and let me write a after class as well. Okay, also, yes, Also we have to write the before after test as well. Okay, I will write that as well. So it is a case sensitive, guys. You have to follow this only. It's after test. Okay, so we have used before test, before suit, after suit, before class, after class, and after test. So we are still pending with before method and after method. Okay. Uh, and now after test, after method. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let me run this for you guys and I will show you that how it will perform. Okay, so let me check the console here. So what it done, it run the before suit, the first priority. After it run the before test, then before class, and after that before method. Okay, after that it execute the test. Okay, after that it ran the after method test, after test method. After that it ran the after class, then after test, and in the end it ran the after suit. So it ran in a same prescribed manner that we have defined earlier, that we have mentioned earlier. So now if I want to add another test, so let me show you that how method is going to perform here. Okay, the before method and the after method. It's ABC test method, ABC. Okay, so what I have done here, I have just created another method, a test method here, and everything apart from that is going to remain the same. So let me just run this and I will show you guys how the before test work, before method and after method works. Okay, so you can check it like it's before suit test, before test annotation is similar that run earlier as well. Before class, before method test, after before method test it ran the first this method. Okay, uh, after that it run the after test method. Again it will run the before test method, and after that it perform the second test case now. Okay, mm, so let me show you guys here. Yeah, so what it done, it earlier ran this method, before test method. Okay, before test method it run this before method, and after that, after running this before method, it ran this test method. and after that it run that after method for that test method. Okay, so we can because this is a main advantage of annotations. Okay, so we can manipulate each and everything here, that which method we want to use after performing certain operations. So suppose in our test cases as well, there are certain number of steps we want to perform after completing one step. Okay, in that case we will use this before method and after method annotation. So that is why these annotations are very much helpful and important from a TestNG perspective, and we are going to use these annotations in a very deep manner going further when we will design our hybrid framework. So that is why I am focusing a lot on these, and I am just saying you guys just grasp this thing, because it is very easy. It's just a logic that you have to understand that how it is working and how all the process is working under that, and after that is just a cakewalk. A bit of practice is required. If you are again unable to understand that, just comment under this video, and I will just try to provide a much more helpful ways with the help of which uh, you can get yourself familiar. But the main thing here is just practice by yourself. Okay, so here you can see that after performing this method it runs this after method. Okay, again before performing the next execution of next test method, what it does before that, it perform the before method test again. Okay, after that it perform the execution, and after that it run the after test method, after method. Okay, so these are the things that you have to go and work on that. Okay, so these are the much more details about the annotations and how we are going to use that. I will cover with the real time scenarios of the scenarios related to these as well, but as of now you have to understand this is the basic functionality and how it is working. Okay guys, so signing off for now. Just if you liked the video, please click on the like button, subscribe the channel and share the video as much as you can. Thank you everyone.